And roll call, Velma?
Richard Farias, Lawson Picasso, Diana Martinez, Frank Gonzalez, Blitz Holloway, Raquel Zapata, Adelita Cantu, John Kelly, Tom Corser, Vanessa Alvarado, Bill Day, Mary Dennis, Steve Burnett, Andrea Capsato, and Robert Zapata.
All right, thank you, Velma. All right, if you will please join me for the invocation by bowing your heads. Today's invocation. For a quiet moment, I invite you to express gratitude for our health, for our families, for our friends, and for the opportunity to come together as a community today, as peers of the Citizens Advisory Committee. We honor our committee members for the responsibilities that they bear, and we wish them success today in making the decisions with wisdom and humility in all their endeavors. We are reminded that we are all stewards acting on behalf of our customers. May we accomplish our goals together with that singular purpose in mind. Amen. And if you'll please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So I'll go ahead and start with just a few, some staff updates, news and events, and then we'll turn it over to Chair Day, who will seek approval of the minutes from the November meeting and cover the officer election outcome. So relative to some upcoming events, we have a lot. As we've talked about several times in our past meetings, we CPS Energy, we are embarking on the generation planning discussion, which is an enormous discussion that we are having with our community. With the City of San Antonio regarding our generation plan and strategy and the path forward through 2030. We have several events still planned relative to that topic. First, I'd like to point out that tomorrow on December the 8th, Thursday at 7 p.m., we are going to have a virtual town hall on power generation planning. You can register on our website to join that meeting. Again, tomorrow at 7 o'clock is from 7 to 8. Also on next week, on the 15th, the Rate Advisory Committee will convene at 3 p.m. and they are going to be formulating their recommendation for our generation plan path forward. They're going to formulate that recommendation at that meeting, which is again next week on the 15th at 3 o'clock for a subsequent presentation to the Board of Trustees. That presentation to the Board of Trustees will happen on December the 19th at our Board of Trustees meeting. And then your next meeting as a CAC committee, Citizens Advisory Committee, is on January the 11th. And then the next Board of Trustees meeting that we have is January the 30th. So again, we have a lot going on and relative to that very important discussion that we're having with the community on generation planning. For those of you that have supported by attending our open houses that we had in October and last week, thank you so much for coming. We hope that you were able to get a lot of good information and be able to interact with our subject matter experts on various aspects of the generation planning strategy. So Chair Day, I'll turn it over to you to request approval of the minutes.
Oh, thank you. We were given a copy of the minutes in the last communication. Hopefully everybody had a chance to review those. Are there any corrections or amendments to the minutes from the November meeting as reported? All right, we have a motion for approval. Do we have a second? Thank you, Dana. Motion second. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Okay, thank you.
The election outcomes.
Okay, so we want to go to the next item. The next item, so this is the December meeting. In pre-COVID times and in snowpocalypse and rate hike times, we used to have a December meeting, which was this sort of thing. We had a couple of items on the agenda. We would rip through those really quickly and then get to the festivities portion of the meeting. So one of the things we always do at the December meeting is elect officers for the next year. And so we had a slate of officers and we asked all of you to vote. So thank you to everybody who submitted their votes online. For the office of chair, we had one candidate, that was John Kelly. John Kelly was elected. So John, congratulations. It was In the role of chair-elect, we had two candidates, which is a little unusual for us. So there was a contested election, and the winner in that one was Diana Aguirre Martinez. So congratulations, Diana. And then finally, in vice chair, we had a candidate, Dr. Adelita Cantu, and Dr. Cantu was elected. So congratulations to you as well. So those are the roles as listed in the bylaws of the officers who conduct the meetings and do the planning. They consist of what's called the executive committee of the committee itself. So that's who kind of is in charge of running the meetings and doing the planning of the agenda and shepherding the basic role of the committee forward. So congratulations to all of you. Those of us who have served in these roles will stick around for a while to help you out, but from now on, it's your committee. So congratulations. Okay. Do we need an approval of those officers, or did the vote itself?
The vote itself.
Okay, so it's done. We don't even need a motion or approval. So I think that's it for me, other than saying that serving as your chair this past year has really been one of the highlights of my career. And it's been an honor to work with you. We've gone through a lot of stuff in the past year, but I was very proud of the way that we were able to discuss things professionally, respectfully, even when there was a slight amount of should we do this or should we do that? It never devolved into any kind of argumentative thing. And I already told Corey earlier, but really wanted to thank the staff for their responsiveness to any questions that we had. And their professionalism and their esprit de corps, really, as we've been through a lot over the past few years. So this is not my farewell speech. I did joke I was going to do a 45-minute to an hour. That's coming up later because I do have until April. That's when I'll actually term off of the committee. So I have until then to really gather my thoughts and put them together into yeah. So I'll put that on. Yeah, there'll be some Q&A and put that on the agenda for sure. But it really has been a highlight and something I'm very proud of. And the fact that we were able to do it together, I'm proud of all of you as well. And I'm very confident of the leadership team going forward. So we're in good hands. We're going to be fine. Thank you.
Any other open discussion?
That's it. Do I have oh. We have some questions.
CPS, our staff, for getting us into another back to normalcy, more or less, because it was just, which way do we go? So I want to thank you. Y'all did an awesome job. We wouldn't be where we are right now without you guys.
Thank you.
Tom?
So, Andra and I have been working behind the scenes to do a very hopefully warm and meaningful thank you to the staff. So Andra has been fantastic in gathering up gifts for each of you to say thank you. I mean, this wouldn't happen without your Bill said it well, so I'm not going to try to repeat that. But you guys have done a phenomenal job in terms of keeping us in line, keeping us informed, keeping us on schedule, all that, right? And this is just a minor token of thank you to the whole staff for all you guys do. So, you want to say anything?
Just, nope, it was perfect.
And then
Stepped into the role recently, one of the newer folks. It's just one of the better run organizations I've been part of. So I really appreciate that and everything you guys do.
it's almost unfair to have this as your first service, because that sets a standard that few can reach, to your point, right? So boy, I feel sorry for the next committee we have to serve on, right? But no, these baskets are for you guys. So happy holidays.
Thank you so much. It has been our pleasure to serve this committee, and we're always very appreciative of, the talents that you share, the expertise that you share. And we always walk away with a very, with really good context and beneficial knowledge that helps us as well. So this is definitely a two-way give, and we thank you. Thank you very much.
If there are no other comments or questions, I will entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting. Mary, thank you, Mary. We have a second. All in favor? Any opposed? Thank you.